Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? You got your fans out. It's a little humid. It's supposed to be fall. What's going on? Anyway, thank you so much for being here, everybody, at the El Rio Adult Basic Education Community Center. Thank you so much. Thank you. On behalf of the Pima Community College Board of Governors, it's an enormous pleasure and honor to be here today to celebrate something truly meaningful to me, our Board of Governors, and to Pima Community College and the entire community, really. We're here to recognize two phenomenal community leaders. I'm really excited. They have a long history of supporting adult and all education here and all throughout the state of Arizona. The Coalition on Adult Basic Education, COABE, has awarded Congressman Raul Grijalva and Mayor Regina Romero as champions of adult education. The congressman, as you know, is very, very busy in session, doing what he does so well, and so we have his amazing assistant, Cassandra Becerra, here to represent Congressman Grijalva. Mayor Romero is here today. I mean, it's amazing. She's everywhere. I don't know if you sleep or eat. Mayor Romero is issuing a proclamation also declaring this week Adult Education and Family Literacy Week for the second year in a row. She's also expressed her continued commitment to the city-owned adult basic education learning centers. So yeah, she's busy all year round supporting education. Please know that. Mayor Romero and Congressman Grijalva both understand the serious issues surrounding the cycle of poverty. Equal access to and affordability of education across the board to every human being is one of the fundamental keys to breaking that cycle. It is fundamentally what Pima Community College is all about. And to succeed in our mission, we need leaders like our mayor and congressman to support our cause both locally and federally. Pima Community College Adult Basic Education leadership has long been active with our national association, COABE, and currently we have two important connections. We have here Sarah Hagigi. Sarah? Oh, here, she's here. Our refugee program manager at Pima Community College, and she's served as COABE's advocacy fellow for Arizona for the past 2 years, something we are all immensely proud of. And we also have our amazing leader, Lori Kierstead Joseph, the Assistant Vice Chancellor of the Adult Basic Education Center. Lori serves on COABE's Workforce Development Committee. They are both considered not only champions, but true heroines in the eyes of the board for what they do on a day-to-day basis for adult learning and literacy for our community. There's no age bar for learning. Life itself is a learning process. So again, thank you for being here today to help us celebrate these amazing champions. And now I'd like to turn it over to Lori. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Thank you, Chair Ripley, for kicking us off. I really appreciate your remarks. As she said, my name is Lori Kierstead Joseph, and I serve as the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Adult Basic Education for College and Career, and I'm just thrilled that you're all here with us today to recognize two of our local adult ed champions. We're here together today on a really important week. This is National Adult Education and Family Literacy Week. We use this week each year to highlight student stories, to share data with everyone and anyone who listen, and to build awareness about the importance and the impact of adult ed. We are lucky to have our National Adult Education Association, COABE, to support adult learners and adult educators and leaders across the country in raising awareness about the work of adult ed. COABE represents more than 79,000 adult educators, like the educators here at Pima Community College and in 2,000 other adult ed programs across the country. And they work tirelessly to help our adults master, all of those folks work tirelessly to help adults master the skills they need to build career pathways. As part of this awareness raising, COABE makes a point to honor adult ed champions who are supporting the field of adult ed. Before we move on with the next part of the program, I want to just take a moment and acknowledge some of the VIPs that we have present. We have the VIPs you were expecting to see. Mayor Romero, thank you so much for being here. And Cassandra Becerra from the Grijalva's office, Congressman Grijalva. We have two of our Pima Community College board members here with us today. Thank you, Chair Kat Ripley, for kicking us off. And we have Pima College board member Maria Garcia with us as well. Thank you, Maria. We have two more administrators here with us. We have our President of Campuses and Executive Vice Chancellor, Dr. David Dore, and our Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor, Dr. Dolores Duran Cerda. I have to say the real VIPs, not the real VIPs, the other VIPs in the audience are our students who are here today. Thank you so much for being here. We are all here to do this work for you, students. And the people that do the work, I want to give a shout out to our teachers and our staff and our volunteers who are here in the audience. All right, so what I'd like to do is share just a little bit of data about the need for adult ed, and then we'll get on to the really good stuff. In Pima County, data shows that there are more than 70,000 adults who lack a high school diploma. And there are another 57,000 adults who report that they speak English less than very well. Nationally, the data shows 43 million adults lack the basic skills needed to compete in the workforce. And we all know the changing landscape of the workforce means that to access skills training, to go on to college, adults who are seeking basic skills have to build those basic skills before they have access to that training and those college classes that will help them build family-sustaining careers. So adult ed is essential. It's really essential in ensuring that every one of our community members has access to the training and the college training and education that they need for family-sustaining careers. And it's essential so that our local employers have all of the employees they need to achieve their goals as well, now and into the future. I am very proud to work here in Pima Community College, Adult Basic Ed, where we serve thousands of adult learners each year, helping them develop the reading, writing, math, English, digital literacy skills that they need to succeed in college and career. And we couldn't do that work without the steadfast support of our leadership at Pima Community College, managers, administrators, board members. We couldn't do this work without the hard work of adult education staff, instructors, and volunteers. And we couldn't do this work without our local, state, and national leaders who push for and ensure support for adult ed programs and learners nationwide. I'm pleased that we'll have this opportunity today to join with our national colleagues at COABE to recognize our Tucson champions. With that, I'd like to welcome to the podium my colleague and COABE's Arizona State Advocacy Fellow, Sarah Hagigi. Give her a round.
Thank you, Lori. Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Hagigi. I have the privilege to serve as the instructional program manager at Pima Community College, overseeing refugee education program. But today, I'm representing Coalition on Adult Basic Education, COABE, as their Arizona State Advocate for Adult Education. This year, Arizona is extra fortunate to have two recipients of Champion of Adult Education Leadership Award. Please allow me to present the first award to Mayor Romero. Mayor Romero has been supportive of adult education since the beginning of her career, but let's go back to 2007 when she started representing Ward 1 on Tucson City Council. She met with adult education student ambassadors here at El Learning Center. That meeting led to having a bus stop and lighting for the bus stop, that evening students are still taking advantage of it. And she used every opportunity to advocate for adult education community in Tucson. She has given so many different speeches in different capacity addressing adult educators. And she's committed to support she's committed to supporting the city-owned facilities for adult education services in Tucson, both El Rio Learning Center and El Pueblo Liberty. And let me tell you, Mayor Romero is one of the first mayor in the nation to issue a proclamation honoring the adult education and family literacy in 2021, and we have one this year too. Please allow me to invite one of our amazing students, Ellie Feriala, and Ellie will present the award to Mayor Romero. Thank you. Mayor Romero, please. You can go. She has something to tell you.
Yes.
Hi, Mayor Romero.
Hi.
My name is Eli Fariala. I'm originally from DR Congo. I'm a French speaker, and I would like to study finance at the college for being able to invest in real estate in America. But first, I need to improve my English. So I would like just to thank you for supporting our English classes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ellie, merci.
Merci.
Je parlais un peu français. But I speak much more Spanish and English.
Excellent.
So you're going to have to teach me my third language. Thank you so much. Thank you. Muy buenos días. Buenos días. Muchísimas gracias a todos. First, I just want to say what an honor it is to receive this incredible recognition from such a hardworking organization and Pima College Adult Education, which is the heart of our educational system here in the city of Tucson. And also, I want to say what a privilege and honor it is to be honored the same day that Congressman Raúl Grijalva is honored, because he has more than 50 years of investment in belief in the power of adult basic education. And so for me, it is an incredible recognition just to be named in conjunction with the congressman. So thank you so much. I had the privilege and honor to be in Washington, D.C. just this past weekend and Monday and Tuesday. Met with the congressman, and he sends his regrets that he was not going to be able to be here. But he works so hard on behalf of the residents of the city of Tucson and his district, and I just want to acknowledge the hard work that he has going from Tucson and his district throughout southern Arizona to Washington, D.C. It's a hard job, and he's a fighter for us, and so I just want to make sure that you all understand how sad he was that he was not able to come celebrate with you today. And I know that Cassandra will have words on his behalf. But I also want to acknowledge something that's very important to all of us, and in my heart, that we are standing on the lands that have been stewarded by the Tohono O'odham since time immemorial, and the Pascua Yaqui people who have lived in the Sonoran Desert for thousands of years. I'm I want to thank again Congressman Grijalva, Pima Community College, and with your partnership and the partnership of the city of Tucson, we have been able to stand up these beautiful centers of learning at El Rio and El Pueblo, and that I have seen firsthand the commitment by Dr. Lambert, Congressman Grijalva, on my behalf, and the administrators and council of the city of Tucson on how we want to continue seeing thrive these centers, both this one at El Rio and at El Pueblo. This morning, we celebrate the important work of Pima College Adult Basic Education. We celebrate the teachers and the students and the volunteers that help teach these amazing students. And I want to thank again Dr. Lee Lambert, Chancellor Laurie Kerstead, Joseph for their leadership, the governing board members, and I do see Damian Klinko just arrived. Thank you, my friend. I especially want to thank all of the instructors and volunteers and recognize you. Because without you, the instructors and volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do this amazing work. As we celebrate Adult Education and Family Literacy Week, I'm reminded of something that my parents, and probably even your parents, said to you at one point or another. My dad and mom always reminded me that education is one of the things that nobody can take away from you. So they always encouraged me to take advantage of my education and encourage me to go farther and farther and farther and break the barriers that possibly they or my siblings couldn't break. And thanks to their encouragement, their loving support, I was the first in my family to graduate from college. And so I encourage you, I've been in your seat as a student of Pima College, and I know that you all can take the steps to accomplish your dreams, even though it might take years to accomplish them. It took me 8 years as a working college student to get my bachelor's degree, and I would remember my mom would always say, well, that's okay, Regina, time flies anyway. Time passes anyway. 8 years are gonna go by anyway. So might as well take advantage of your years and your youth and study. So as I'm describing to you what my parents say or said to me to encourage me, I know that our parents and grandparents are first and best educators. The desire to learn and the love of reading for me always started with my parents and with my siblings and at our homes. So those of you that have children or grandchildren and are studying, you are giving them such an amazing and beautiful example for your children and grandchildren to follow. Because if you pick up a book, your kids and their kids will learn how to pick up a book. People have knowledge and their life experiences have given them knowledge. This is what we call funds of knowledge. I believe in my heart that every person in our community already comes to you with rich life experiences. And to the educators here, you take those life experiences and curiosity and dreams for a better life, and you help shape them. You are inspiring young working parents who may have had to step away from their high school careers to get their GED. You are empowering English learners to feel confident in their second or third language. You are helping refugees feel at home in our community. You are supporting those who are preparing to take their citizenship test. Today, we celebrate you as much as we celebrate the students and advocates and policymakers that want to see these students succeed. Muchísimas gracias for all of your work. Thank you so much for everything you do for our community, because the investment that you're doing in these students is an investment in future generations to come and in the economy of the city of Tucson. Muchísimas gracias y muchas felicidades for all of you, the work that you do. And I did want to read the proclamation declaring Adult Education and Literacy Week, which is my honor and pleasure. So I'll read it to you, and I'll give you the proclamation. So it starts, whereas more than 51.4 million Americans can read or write at the most basic level, while 75.1 million lack basic math skills, as well as the credentials and skills necessary to succeed in post-secondary education. Whereas every year, 1 in 3 young adults drops out of high school. And whereas American Action Forum estimates that America is currently short an estimated 7.5 million private sector workers across all skill levels. And whereas adult education programs contribute to solving these challenges by helping Americans move along the continuum in their educational journey to achieve basic skills and get prepared for career and college. And whereas adult education programs in community colleges and community centers offer low-cost, high-value programs that upgrade the skill set of our citizens. And whereas the City of Tucson celebrates Adult Education and Literacy Week as a proud participant in the National Educate and Elevate campaign, which helps our citizens learn about all of their adult education options to attain their professional and personal goals. Now, therefore, I, Regina Romero, Mayor of the City of Tucson, Arizona, do hereby proclaim September 19th to the 23rd, 2022, to be Adult Education and Literacy Week in this community, and encourage all of our residents to reflect on the importance of adult education. In witness whereof I have hereunto set the hand and caused the seal of the City of Tucson, Arizona, to be affixed this 22nd day of September 2022. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mayor Romero. This proclamation means a lot to adult education community, and we are very grateful for all your work and support. Well, the second award goes to Representative Raul Grijalva. This is the second year in a row that Congressman Grijalva is receiving COABE's Champion of Adult Education Leadership Award. At this point, we would like to call him a Super Champion of Adult Education. He has done wonders to protect the adult education community by fighting for increases in federal funding every single year. And in particular, this year, he played a key role in preparing the Dear Colleague letter that will request increased funding for adult education. For all the hard work and support, we would like to thank Representative Grijalva. We know that he's in DC right now. He kindly sent us a video that will go live after this session. But at this time, I would like to ask one of the other amazing students of ours, Alice Ferriala, to come to present the awards to Cassandra Becerra, our dear Cassandra, who's going to accept the award on behalf of Congressman Grijalva. Please, Cassandra.
Hi, Cassandra.
Hello.
My name is Elise Fariala, and I come from the DR Congo. I'm a French speaker, and I'm learning English because I want to go to the college for study business and become an accountant. So thank you for our English classes, and say hi to the Congress Grijalva for us. Congressman, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Just know, we'll switch here. Just know that I'm very proud of both of you and all of the students that are here today. And that's not from the congressman, that's from myself. I don't know French. But maybe you can teach both of us. And congratulations on all the efforts and the achievements in your personal lives and all the students here as well. And this is so beautiful. I'm so honored to be here. Congressman Grijalva could not make it back to Tucson. Mayor Romero was in DC yesterday, and she did make it back. But we would have to get him back way too quickly, so you have to have me for today. If we know anything about Congressman Grijalva, it is that he's been a champion for public education and adult education for way longer than he's been in Congress. If he was here right now, he most likely would not speak of his achievements when it comes to adult education. He would say that they are not his achievements. Instead, they are the achievements that belong to all of us, especially the students, the staff, and the volunteers. A quality education is something that we should never have to negotiate, whether it is preschool programs or adult basic education programs. Congressman Grijalva's message aligns with yours. Adult basic education is an investment in our future. It is critical that we fund it and that we protect it, and not just for this coming year or the year after. We must do something more permanent. Our mindset has to be long-term. Coming back to school after life happens takes a lot of courage. We have children, we have to raise families, we have to work more than one job to provide for our families. Or maybe we just arrived in the United States, and now it's time to live that American dream that we all heard of. Whatever the reason might be, it takes courage, and it can be a scary decision. We are all stakeholders here, and we must ensure that when our community members decide to make that move, that we have given them the full support that they need to be successful. I am positive that every single one of us has heard the many remarkable stories of the individuals who have gone through these education programs, many of them here today. If you haven't, please take the time to talk to them today. We have heard many examples of how it has changed their lives. Congressman Grijalva, just like you, understands how in turn that contributes to the growth of our communities. Thank you so much for believing in Congressman Grijalva. Thank you for believing in us and making sure that we have the tools necessary to do our jobs so that you in turn can do yours. You are the real heroes around here. Thank you so much.
Do you see why they're champions? Isn't this incredible? Thank you so much, both of you, for being here today. And I'm so thrilled that we've had this chance to acknowledge true, passionate leadership from our local leaders. What I'd like to do now to close, I'd like to welcome up our President of Campuses, Dr. David Dore, to share some final remarks.
Thank you, Lori. I want to, before I do that, I want to acknowledge our Vice Chair of our Board of Governors who's here, Damian Klinko. Thank you. Thank you again to all of our board members. I just want to close this out first by saying to Mayor Romero and on behalf of saying to Representative Grijalva, thank you from all of us at Pima Community College. Your tenacity, your courage, your continual lifetime fight for adult basic education students is truly inspiring. And from our hearts, please know how much we appreciate it. You are true champions, and well-deserved champions. And I want to say something to our adult basic ed faculty and staff. These centers, our adult basic education centers, they represent the very best of Pima Community College. And these centers are symbols of hope for every single member of this community. And to those students and learners who come through these centers, I want to just say to you, please have a grand vision for yourself. If your dream is big enough, it should scare you, right? And so please have big dreams and know that we are here to ensure that you will fulfill those dreams. So thank you, everyone, for coming, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Mayor.